Peace of Christ, dear friends, and warm greetings of the joyous season of Advent on behalf of Shalom World. I'm so delighted to be with you today to share the message on hope. When I was pregnant with my second child, I was diagnosed with a blood clot in my uterus at 5 months. Without warning, all the hopes I carried for this child crumbled in a second. And I did what we normally do when the unexpected hits us. Search the internet for answers, seek 100 different opinions. But with every sight I encountered, the chances of my son surviving only looked bleak. My world was falling apart with fear, and at the center of my grief was a question: is there hope for me? When we think about hope, we often tend to equate hope with wishful thinking. I wish my problems would go away. I wish I would get a better job. I wish this sickness would end. We place our hopes on people, on governments, on ideologies, longing, waiting, aching, only to be disappointed. And therefore, how fitting it is that the Advent story speaks to the heart of our hopelessness. Very relatably, the Christmas story begins with darkness, the flight to Egypt by night, the massacre of babies by King Herod. But what prevents us from reading this story in despair is a name: Emmanuel, which means God with us. God has entered human story. God has come in the midst of injustice and death. God is born not as a valiant warrior, but as a humble baby, as a vulnerable baby crying in distress, identifying with our pain. Brothers and sisters, the hope that we celebrate this Advent is not based on probabilities. It is found on the promises of God. In Romans 15 verse 13, St. Paul uttered this prayer. He said, "May the God of hope fill you with joy and peace as you trust Him, and may you overflow with His hope by the power of the Holy Spirit." In my own story, after a week of turmoil and hopelessness and confusion and finally surrender, we went to the doctor. When they did the ultrasound, the blood clot had miraculously disappeared. Hope triumphed and God wins always. This Advent hope is for you in the now, for you today. All that you long for, peace, justice, healing, deliverance, is found in a name: Emmanuel, God with us. I want to take this opportunity to wish you and your loved ones a blessed Christmas filled with this unquenchable hope. God bless.